Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode. If you notice, I have changed or rebranded the podcast name from the Next Chapter podcast to now Conversations with Kiro, majorly because we had another podcast that went by the previous name, and I didn't want to have any confusions whatsoever. Today's episode is pretty much short. This is sort of like freestyling. I didn't like really prepare in detail, but I want to talk today about perfection, and let's call the title of this podcast "Perfection is a Trap." Perfection, in the essence that we as human beings derive our confidence from being perfect at the skills that you have, right? Like as a lawyer, if you're a journalist, say if you're a therapist, say you're a graphic designer, a marketer, or a salesperson, then the moment you know that you're really excelling so well in your job, say in the sales spectrum, say you have dozens of clients, your clients respect you, and it's so easy for you to like win new prospects, then sort of like it increases your confidence, and you'd say that you feel confident because you're perfect at what you do. But perfection is a trap, right? And when you chase perfection, then you rob yourself the experience of leveling up in life. You rob yourself the opportunity to take risks, the opportunity to dive into the unknown, because you want circumstances and situations to be more ideal, perfect, so that you're able to take the next step or take action. But imperfection is where the magic lies, because from the imperfection, yes, you might uh, stumble, you might make mistakes. Uh, it might not be good the first time, but the fact that you started, that is the first win. Starting it imperfect, starting it with fear, starting it with mistakes, basically. Then along the way, it gets clear as you work on it. As my favorite podcaster or YouTuber like to say, Dan Kohi, that if you want to be, say, a graphic designer, for example, then you don't go online looking for tutorials, because you'll be stuck in the consumer phase and then the learning phase. But the way to make progress very fast is creating a project. Say, for example, you want to learn Photoshop, then you identify the kind of projects that you want to work on or design. Then you design them, right? So what makes a difference is you're already taking the action, you're already working towards what you want to be, basically. And you might notice that it's not going to be perfect the first time. It's not going to be even close to good the first time. But that is the whole point of it, right? Taking action, executing, and turning every dream or every desire into a project. Like, for example, if you want to get into business, don't go online looking for how to execute this kind of business, all those kind of things. Identify the need and the problem that your business is going to solve. And if you have that problem yourself, then maybe solve it for yourself first in a way that is more efficient and reliable. Then once you've done that, then you're able to monetize your solution by now selling it to others. But if we're stuck in the perfection phase, then we become professional consumers of content that sort of like gets us to that perfection level. But perfection is a trap. If you chase perfection, then you never get to explore life. You never get to take risks. You never get to move from one step to another, because you want things to be very perfect. You cannot jump because you want to know, where am I landing? And that life doesn't work like that. So today, choose to take action. You take it even scared. Choose to make those kind of decisions. You make them even when it's not clear. Along the way, you get better. Along the way, you learn and you make better decisions and you grow. And cumulatively, you will get where you're going. So thank you so much for listening to me. I wish you a great Sunday. And I look forward to recording more and more episodes from next week onwards. Thank you for being here. Cheers until next time. Bye.